Hey guys, so today I should say more I am going to be responding to your unpopular opinions. I put a post on the community tab for you guys to submit your unpopular opinions about movies, TV, all the random shit, and I was like, this can be just like a random video for me to put up during the week. I wanted to kind of interact with you guys a little bit more because my only way that I kind of interact with you guys is through the comments and through my Instagram votes. So I thought I'd use the community tab a little bit more. I think this is the second time I've ever used it. I've only started using it recently. I don't know why I haven't used it before, but I think I'll start using it a little bit more from now on. I'm going to give a disclaimer to start off. These are just my opinions. They're my thoughts. This is just how I feel about things. Like, if you feel the opposite, you do you. Honestly, I don't care. If I say you're wrong, if I say you're wrong, it's because I think you're wrong, but really honestly, I don't really give a fuck how other people feel about my opinions. So it's like, you do you. I give two shits. I don't give two shits really. Yeah. So don't take this like a grain of salt. Just don't take this video very seriously. I'm probably going to take these comments quite seriously because I'm probably going to get a bit passionate and annoyed at a lot of these opinions. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll agree with them. Maybe I'll agree with people's unpopular opinions. We shall see. We'll see what the outcome of this video is. It should be interesting. It should be fun. Okay, let's just get straight into me getting annoyed at your opinions.
What the hell is wrong with you? How do you not like movies?
The Lighthouse is overrated and pretentious. I can totally understand this opinion. I disagree, but I can understand it. I totally get it. It is a weird movie. I did a commentary for The Lighthouse and it is a fucking weird and fucked up movie. And a lot of movies that are fucked up and mindfuck movies can come across as pretentious, because then the concept is what are you even putting on screen? What the hell is this? I get that, but I like The Lighthouse because it was so weird. I mean, there was tentacle mermaid sex. Who comes up with that shit? Mean Girls is a little bit overrated. What the fuck is this? What? No? Maybe it's because people who grew up with Mean Girls enjoy it more. Because I mean, I can quote that entire film. She doesn't even go here.
Do you even go to this school?
Regina George is my queen. She is my queen. She is a girl boss. She's a badass bitch. Harry Potter is overrated.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Okay, I don't even know if you're talking about the books or the movies. I would assume you're talking about the movies. No, Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea, you're wrong. No. Harry Potter is not overrated. Alfonso Cuarón for Prisoner of Azkaban, that is one of the best movies I've ever seen. That is in my I'd say top 15 films. It is directed so well. The cinematography is amazing. The story, everything about it is great. I don't think Harry Potter is overrated. Do people actually think that? How do you think that? How? I do not understand that. Venom was actually a great movie. I don't understand why so many critics gave it bad reviews. I don't remember anything from Venom. All I remember is a part where he gets in a fish tank and eats lobster or fish or something, like Gollum. That's all I remember from that movie. After is overrated. Is After considered a good movie? It's a Harry Styles Wattpad fanfic. After is not good. Who thinks that After is good? Do people hold this movie in high regard? Cause they're shit.
Fucking Trevor!
No. I think Lord of the Rings is overrated. I've only seen the first movie and was so bored I have not seen the last two.
No, honey. That's not right, is it? That is so not right.
You get two of those. If you're unaware, Lord of the Rings is my favorite trilogy of all time. It's a masterpiece. It is so good. It's so good. Oh my god. I really hope that this opinion is coming from the extended edition that you watched for Fellowship, because I can get that, maybe. I can understand that if you've watched, the first time you ever watched it was the extended edition, because I don't really like the extended edition of Fellowship. There are certain parts in it where I'm I don't need that scene. The theatrical cut of Fellowship is so superior That's just me. But the trilogy is just, how, just, I do not understand. I don't get it. I don't understand this. My brain does not compute. I like Spider-Man 3. I'm glad to see how much people have come to appreciate the icon that is Bully Maguire. It was a mess of a movie, but a fun mess with heart. The dance scene. And Eddie Brock. Emo Peter Parker. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I need to say about this movie. I enjoyed The Godfather, but I really do think it's overrated considering how many people call it the best movie of all time. I agree-ish. I'm not a mafia movie person. I hate mob mafia films. I just don't watch them. I just don't like them. They are not for me. So when I watched the Godfather trilogy, that was hard to get through. It was. And I don't think it's the best movie of all time. I don't think it's like #1 top tier movie. I don't. So I agree with this.
And here we go.
It's getting really old that people are still praising The Dark Knight as the best superhero movie of all time. It's a great movie, but it's an awful Batman adaptation. I love The Dark Knight. I love The Dark Knight, like I love it. It is my favorite superhero movie. I think Incredibles is second. I think when it comes to a Batman adaptation, I would have no clue because I don't read the comics, I don't watch the shows. Pretty much, it's just my love for the trilogy is my love of Batman, pretty much. To me, it is the best superhero movie. I think it is an incredible film that is based off a superhero. The superhero shows on CW are really bad, and whenever I meet a fan of them, I instantly think they have bad taste. Most of the CW superhero shows are actually good, even better than most of the DCEU. Wait, so which one's the unpopular opinion? Because they're the opposites of each other. I feel like the unpopular opinion is that it's really good. They are cheesy. They're kind of cheesy.
Barry, why don't we take a break from the dancing?
Yo! She said break dancing!
And I think the CW totally has like a reputation for having like just cheesy teen shows. I think that's what the CW is kind of known for. I don't know why your unpopular opinion would be that they're actually really bad. Because honestly, I think most people think they are pretty bad. The Joel Schumacher Batman movies are the most rewatchable Batman movies. Hard disagree. Hard disagree with that one. The Batman trilogy by Christopher Nolan, I can quote pretty much like all of it. Seriously, it may be an issue. It could be an issue. I'm not gonna say it's sad because I don't think it's sad. Batman and Robin, I couldn't, trying to get through that was hard enough. Doing that commentary, oh my god, it is so shit. Like, it's such a shit movie. Joel Schumacher, what did you do? What the fuck did you do? There's movies that are so bad they're good. Batman and Robin, I can't even consider it's so bad it's good. It's not. It's honestly not. It's shit. I think Suicide Squad is a pretty good film as long as you don't take it too seriously. It's a shit film. It's not pretty good. It's not. It's not pretty good.
You're wrong.
I would take this seriously and I would agree with it if they said that this film is enjoyable as long as you don't take it seriously. I can understand that opinion, but saying that it's a good film if you don't take it seriously, no. Hard pass on that statement. How is there 9 likes on that? No.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Tangled is the best Disney movie and I hope this isn't unpopular. Also, Flynn Rider is the best Disney prince. I think like Lion King is known to be the best Disney, or like considered. I think Toy Story is up there. It depends what era you're talking about. Like, are you talking about new Disney? Are you talking about 90s, 80s Disney? Are you talking Pixar? Like, what phase are you considering here? Because if it's all of them, I don't think Tangled is the best. I do love Flynn Rider. I do love him.
Hi.
Him and Mandy Moore, him and Rapunzel are just the cutest. They are so cute. Tangled is such a good film, but no, I don't think it's the best Disney movie. I adore Disney Pixar. They're some of my favorite movies, but the new Disney Pixar movie Soul is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I didn't like the music or anything. It didn't make me tear up and I just overall don't care for it. What? Soul was a weird movie demographic wise because it's a Pixar film, and Pixar Disney movies are known to be of all ages. Anyone can enjoy a lot of the Pixar films. However, Soul is an adult film. If you consider that under the umbrella of Pixar movies, yes, they are mature and address mature themes, but Soul is like an adult story. Do kids enjoy that? Do kids enjoy that? I don't think so. And the music, Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, fucking yes, they deserved. I disagree with this completely. The music was incredible. Like, I love it. If you're not a jazz music person, I can understand why you wouldn't like it. I'm not really a jazz music person, but I think it was great. I think the Lion King remake is better than the original. What? How? How can you think that? Who thinks that? You think that? Who thinks that? That is insane.
I'm surrounded by idiots!
That is crazy. How can you think the remake, which had no emotion whatsoever, that CGI was great, but there was no emotion to the characters at all? It's too dark. You can't see any of their features. I am lost. Who? The Lion King is overrated, period. I love it. I love the music, Hans Zimmer's music, great. And I love the story and the characters, just everything about it. I do enjoy it. It's not my favorite, but I don't think it's overrated. I think it's an incredible Disney movie.
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
This is one of the most popular opinions that I got on all the posts, and that is that people hate the MCU. Let's just read a few of them. MCU movies are flavorless, typical, formulaic and repetitive, nothing special, just bland, boring. Marvel movies are so overrated. Marvel movies aren't that good. They're mostly hype and peer pressure to say you're into them. All Marvel films are highly forgettable. I really don't remember if I watched Doctor Strange or not. Marvel movies are all the same. The only good movie of the entire Marvel universe is the first Iron Man, and Edward Norton would have been a way better Hulk. WandaVision wasn't that great. Logan is far better than anything the MCU has done. Marvel movies are severely overrated. The Marvel films get way too overhyped for what they are. Not saying they're bad, just overhyped. Marvel movies are overrated, lol. WandaVision is overrated and mediocre. That is so much Marvel hate. Okay, let's address WandaVision. WandaVision, I was iffy about. The first 3 episodes, yeah, was like set in black and white, you know, all before that. And I kind of like them, except I don't really like the black and white sitcom, like it's not really my thing. So when they started introducing both of them, I was like, yeah, this is cool, like, you know, modern and back then. But also I think fans were disappointed by it because they had all these theories. The thing is, if you post once a week, 1 episode a week, and you put, what's his face? Evan Peters. If you put Evan Peters in there, your fandom is going to go insane and create theories. And when you make dick jokes and boner jokes, like, people are going to hate it. Marvel movies are all the same. I disagree completely. You have to consider the style of the director as well. Every director is different. I love that they've gotten so many different indie directors for Marvel films. Some of them obviously are the same. Obviously. There's how many? 23, 24 or whatever Marvel films. They're going to have a similar formula, but there are some different styles and different looks. Like, look at Ragnarok, Thor Ragnarok. How much of a jump that was. That's so different. That is so different compared to the others.
Oh, classic.
But I also think that they're not held as like critically acclaimed films, except for Black Panther. Black Panther was nominated for Best Picture, and I don't think that it should have been nominated. Black Panther, I thought was like, okay, is that an unpopular opinion? Because everyone loved that movie. There's certain movies where you should just go in and enjoy them. That's the point of like a lot of cinema, is just to go in and have fun. They're blockbuster films. That's what they're known for. Logan is better than anything MCU has done. Yes. I love Logan. Logan is such a good film. It's such a good movie. And it's so emotional. And I can't talk about it or else I'll start crying again.
Guns. Lots of guns.
The Matrix sequels aren't as bad as everyone says. I still love them. The Matrix sequels aren't that bad. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, the sequels aren't that bad. I love them. They are so enjoyable. I can understand why people like compare, because obviously they're going to, because it's a trilogy, and yes, the first movie is like perfection in my eyes. Like I love it. It's not a perfect movie, but I love it. It's my favorite movie of all time, if you don't know. Like if you compare them to shit films, these are like masterpieces compared to so many films. I will defend the Matrix sequels till the end of my days. I think the Matrix is highly overrated. They did some cool stuff for filming, but the movie as a whole is mediocre. Not even going to address this. I'm not going to address it. I've said enough.
How are you feeling? Do you like the show?
I don't mind TV shows that come out with one episode a week. How can you be that? How can you be that? Janelle, how can you be that person? I love your icon. I love Lexi as Bob Ross. I love your profile picture, but I do not love your comment because I completely disagree. I cannot watch shows that come out once a week because I want to be able to rewatch episodes and I want them all to come out so that I can binge watch them. Because I don't like waiting a whole bloody week for a show. It's so frustrating. I'm just sitting here. I'll sit here for a bloody week waiting for this episode to come on and it won't come on. And I just have to wait and count down and count down. Shows that are dragged out into too many series. The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, etc. And even though I love Harry Potter, the books/films should have wrapped up sooner. So the padding out of series, films, books, just for the cash. I just get bored of them after a while. Yes, for some of them. Harry Potter, I disagree. I disagree because every book had a reason and a purpose for it. Every film progressed the story along. I don't think it dragged it at all. I think there was such importance for every single film. Even Part 1, Deathly Hallows Part 1, love that film.
Thank you.
And I think I watched the first 2 seasons of Walking Dead, or 3, I think. And I stopped after that. Game of Thrones, don't even want to talk about season 8. No. There are definitely shows that just need to stop, that are just going on for too long. And you're just dragging it out for money. But I guess that's the point, right? I kind of like Umbrella Academy more than Stranger Things. Yes, I liked Stranger Things season 1 and season 2, except for an episode, I think episode 8 in season 2, I think it was that. I hated, didn't like it. Season 3, I don't know, and season 4 we're going like worldwide. We're going worldwide with Stranger Things. In Russia. Kind of expanding a fair amount outside of Hawkins. And I don't know if I like the direction where that's going. Euphoria just isn't as good as everyone says, in my opinion. Aside from great lighting and cinematography, it has the same over-sexualized teens and storylines as any other streaming teen drama. I get this. I do get this, but I think the characters are really good. I think the writing is great. Like the character development for so many of them, outstanding. Even though they're over age, they are meant to be like 17 years old and it is very nudity, sex intense, like it is. So I can get where you're coming from with that and I'm so excited for season 2, even though it is absolutely exhausting to watch. It is so tiring to watch it. The Office US is incredibly overrated. The American version of The Office is overrated. I have never seen it. I haven't. I know I should because everyone says I should, except for these 2 people. Austin and Tyler, both of you saying I shouldn't watch it, I guess. I guess the UK one is better than the US one? I don't know. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch it anytime soon because sitcoms aren't really my thing. How I Met Your Mother ended exactly the way it was supposed to, and people who thought Barney and Robin were supposed to be together instead of Ted and Robin weren't really paying attention. Disagree. Completely. Absolutely.
Given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
Okay, the thing is that they set up this Barney Robin storyline. You spend so many seasons establishing this relationship, and then we get to the fucking finale, and all of a sudden they're just getting divorced. And Barney has a baby with someone else that's a one-night stand. What kind of I hated the How I Met Your Mother finale. I hated it. Yes, this story is a love letter. This whole story is a love letter to Robin and Ted. But why would you set up and go across 3-4 seasons of Barney and Robin not being together, then being together, and now not being together, and all of a sudden the finale you're like, nah, they're getting a divorce. What the fuck is the point of that? That is so pointless. I don't know if it is unpopular, but I don't like Ted. Then do I. I hate Ted. Is that an unpopular opinion? Do people hate Ted too? Because I hate Ted. I do not like him. He's such a whiny little bitch. I'm sorry.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Another one that was extremely popular was the Nolan hate. Okay, let's read them. Interstellar isn't as profound and amazing as people make it out to be. Interstellar is not his best, but it is incredible. I don't think it's shit at all. I think it's a fantastic film. It looks amazing. The acting is great. It's emotional. It makes me cry every time. It makes me cry. It is so sad. I'm totally gonna cry. Oh my god, okay. This is a bloody long one.
That's what she said.
Tenet is one of the weakest of Nolan's films. All the emotional impact that was present in Inception and Interstellar was lacking here with an unfeeling or uncaring protagonist. It's a film that works only as exploration of a concept that's not too heavily delved in, initially being told to just feel it instead of trying to understand it, and yet constantly being explained how it works or doesn't work. While the action set pieces are very interesting and innovative, the hand-to-hand combat choreography is, as usual for Nolan, not very good. The film was enslaved to its own concept that it failed to deliver an actual emotional core and connection. Okay, I've seen Tenet 10 times. I've seen Tenet 10 times. 10 times. 10 times I've seen Tenet.
Fuck this movie. This is so fucking awesome. Oh my god. I don't give a fuck. I love Tenet.
Totally agree with so many of these opinions. Totally agree. And I don't think it's an unpopular opinion to not like Tenet. I think it's an unpopular opinion to love Tenet. I have the unpopular opinion in this, not you. I get why people don't like it. I can understand it because the character development is not there at all. There is no character development. Like there's nothing. You know nothing about the protagonist. Like a lot of the characters, you're just like, I have no clue who you are. So I can agree with that. Totally. But the reason why I've seen Tenet so many times is because it's so enjoyable. It's entertaining to me and I like watching it. I love the music. Ludwig Göransson, how were you not nominated for Best Score? I have no clue. The music is so good. I've listened to it hundreds of times.
Yes, Ludwig. Yes. Yes.
So yeah, I can get why people don't like it. I get it. I understand it. But I don't care. I have the unpopular opinion in loving Tenet because most people don't like Tenet. Tenet, really underrated. I think Tenet is way better than Inception. No. Disagree. How can you say Tenet is better than Inception? Are you kidding me? The writing is so much better. Just the screenplay, the structure of the story, the concept of it, everything is so much better in Inception. Everything. I don't understand how you can say Tenet is better than Inception. What the, how? No. No.
Shut up.
Interstellar would be a far better film if it was still directed by Nolan, the same story but written by someone else. I think the structure and like the structure of the story is really good when it comes to him writing, like structuring the screenplay and how things progress. I think that's good, but when it comes to actual dialogue and like what people are saying, yeah, not always the best, especially if you can't hear it because the sound design is shit. Christopher Nolan has disappeared into a pretentious singularity. I don't think he's pretentious. I don't think that at all. I think that he's just exploring concepts that other people don't. He's just trying to explore new things that other people haven't explored or explore them in a different way with his own approach. I think that's what it is. I don't think it's pretentious at all. There are so many people that are way more pretentious than Nolan. Christopher Nolan has only made one good movie. The rest are mediocre / poor to some extent, with characters who feel more like vessels spewing out exposition rather than fully formed individuals. Okay, how to break this down? When it comes to Nolan films, exposition is key because all his films are very, very detailed and a lot of themes and a lot of things you need to understand. So there are definitely moments where you need exposition dumps, and that's what characters are for. You need them in films. Well, specifically his films, you need them because they are so detailed and has so much like background to it that you won't understand anything if they don't have exposition scenes. It's essential in his films. So I don't think I'm going to hold that against him because his story and the themes he explores needs to be explained.
Oh, shit. Big ol' motherfucking duffel bag of shit.
Original M&Ms are the best M&Ms, period. Crispy M&Ms are the best M&Ms, period. This isn't about films, but I think marshmallows are gross and I can't even try to eat one. I'd love to see you try and play what is it, the bunny thing, what's the game called? Chubby Bunny. Marshmallows, I like marshmallows. I like them. I do. Vegemite is disgusting. Your thoughts? Agree. I'm Australian. I hate Vegemite. I fucking hate it. It's so gross. However, I have to put an announcement out there for you guys. If you've tried Vegemite and you're not Australian, search up how to eat Vegemite on toast. Like, just search up how to do it. If you fill it up like you would with Nutella, you are going to absolutely hate it. You are going to be just like, get this out of my mouth. I don't want it in my mouth. That's what she said! Okay, well, they are some of your unpopular opinions. Fucking hell, there's a lot in there. Many I disagreed with. Many I agreed with. Some of them are just wrong. They were just pure wrong. Some of these people, I'm like, what are you saying? What are you, how can you think this? What is wrong with your brain? Oh, I shouldn't be saying that about people, should I? But I don't agree. Well, let me know some of your unpopular opinions down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on some things, because I like to know some other opinions, and I'll let you know if I agree or disagree. If you chuck them in, I'll type yes or no, agree, disagree, if I can get around to it. If there aren't too many, I'll try. Don't attack each other if you have a different opinion. Don't do that. You know, we can debate in a logical sense, like normal people. Yeah? Don't hate people in the comments. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.